Welcome back. The season of gift giving is upon us, and your social media streams are no doubt littered with guides, gift giving guides. And my first thought was to follow suit and to provide to you a laundry list of gifts for the traveler or bike rider in your life. But then I thought better of it and thought, what gives me the most joy, if you will, after giving a gift is, certainly the gift giving itself, but then if you give somebody something that weeks or months or even a year later, the recipient comes back to you and says, I got to tell you, that thing that you gave me, I use it all the time. That's really great. I really enjoy that. So, with that in mind, I thought what I would do is give you just a handful of things that I think are pretty indispensable. They're not real expensive for the most part. And they're all things that I use almost every day, with one exception. I just got something new that I have really high hopes for. So I'm gonna show you that as well. There will be links in the description for all these things. Most of the links are going to go to my website. A couple of them will be Amazon affiliate links. So if you decide to purchase those things and you use that link, I think Amazon kicks me back a quarter or something like that. So let's get started. Thing number one is the buff, the original buff. The buff is a tube of material that basically stretches this way, but doesn't stretch this way. So you can use this as, a headband. I mean, there's like a dozen different ways that you can wear this, and if you actually use the link, there's a video that shows you all the different ways that you can use it. You can wear it under a helmet, even doubled up. You can wear it under a helmet. But, when I take one of these with me pretty much everywhere, especially when I'm traveling. I was down in South Florida at the end of last month, right before the Thanksgiving holiday, and, we were out on the water a couple days where it was 70 and overcast, and it gets a little chilly, and that was a lifesaver. I've probably lost 4 or 5 of these over the course of my life just because I would always carry 2 when I was outside doing something, an event or something like that, and somebody would need some kind of headgear, and I would loan them a buff and never get it back. So that is thing number one, indispensable, the original buff. Thing number 2, statistically, people that have bells on their bikes are happier people. It's a statistic that I made up, but I still believe that it's true. So this is really the nicest bicycle bell that I've ever come across, and it's made by a company called Spur Cycle. It's a U.S.-made product. They make the bells out of stainless steel and brass. And it's also the most expensive bicycle bell that I've ever come across. But they are really, really nice. In the box, there's 2 different size bands, depending on the size of handlebar that you have. Even on a multi-use path, if people are wearing headphones, as long as they're not noise-canceling headphones, generally they'll still be able to hear. Yeah. Spur Cycle bell comes in raw and black, and then occasionally we have limited edition colors. Really nice. and a nice gift. The Spur Cycle Bell. The next things are not exactly bike specific, but they're still things that I use all the time. I've found that as I've gotten older, I need to write things down more often. I probably need to do it more than I do. But yeah, I find that I need to write things down. So, and when you need to jot something down in a hurry, you're always looking for a pen. And this is a pen from a company called Polka. And again, it's a U.S. company, and it's a little pocket pen. There are a lot of little small pens on the market, but the difference with this one is that it snaps together into what basically is a full-size pen. So it's nice to write with. It's actually refillable. And yeah, I've usually got one in my pocket. There's one in a bag. I've got them kind of scattered all over so that if I ever need a pen in a hurry, the Polka Pen. I like them. And then, you need to write something down. You need to write on something, and I tend to gravitate toward good old-fashioned field notes. I've used moleskins and all kinds of different journals, but there's something about field notes that I like. I like the size. You can get it in like a grid or dots or just plain white paper, and I tend to go through them quite a bit. And when I'm going to sit down and write for more of an extended period of time, I tend to use the Sharpie pen. I used to write with a roller ball, and as odd as it sounds, the roller ball actually allowed me to write too quickly, and I would get ahead of myself, and then my handwriting, which is not terrific to begin with, became almost illegible. So the Sharpie pen kind of slows me down. It doesn't bleed through the field notes paper. And yeah, when I go back to read it, I can actually read it. So the Sharpie pen, fine. I like those. Yeah, so the thing that I haven't used that I really kind of have high hopes for is this, which is the Packable Day Pack from Eagle Creek. I've had Eagle Creek products in the past. They've always been great, so I have high hopes for this. If you're not one of these people that uses big bags on your bike, first of all, what's wrong with you? Joking. But you still may get into a situation where you stop at a store. Something unexpected that you want to take home with you that, and all of a sudden you don't have the room for it. Well, if you've got one of these stuffed with you, and then you've got a little backpack, and just like the tag says, bring me along just in case. And then when you can just pull it out like so, and you got a little day pack. It's even got a little pocket on the side that I'm assuming you can put a water bottle in. A little bit of padding in the straps, and then the really neat thing is, if you're in a crowd and you get, kind of antsy about somebody, zipping your pack open, this little grommet at the top, the zipper pulls actually have these little ends on them, which fit into the grommet. I hope you can see that. And it just will keep somebody from just opening your pack, unbeknownst to you. So yeah, the Packable Day Pack from Eagle Creek. And traveling too. I mean, you may be out and about and you want to take some extra camera gear, an extra water bottle, a beach towel, things like that. You've got a pack that you can take along, and it doesn't take up hardly any room. And then I guess the last thing is, if you just want somebody to just buy their own damn gift, I do have e-gift cards available, and I'll put the link down below. Any denomination, and you can customize when you send them. You can send them immediately, or you can pick the day that the gift card will be sent. That pretty much sums it up. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Comments are always welcome. Positive, constructive comments are always welcome down below. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Until next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. I'll talk to you soon.